Good afternoon, guys. Jean Davis here, Ex-IRS Auditor, Tax and Financial Expert. Guys, I want to welcome everybody. Today is Monday. I hope you're having a great Monday. I wanted to come on here really quick and give you some information, guys, that has just been very, very powerful. I'm going to wait let's give it about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, we'll dive right into it. Get on and go about my business and relinquish you back to your day. I hope you guys are doing great. And look, I even got my glasses today, guys. So listen, I want to thank everybody for, tuning in. Make sure that you tell a friend or two. If you are building a home-based business, you absolutely want to know this information, whether you're in direct sales, network marketing, internet marketing, whatever the case may be. You really, really want to know this information. And as an ex-IRS auditor with over 20 years tax and financial experience, I want to just give you some information to help you to grow your organization, but also to give your organization immediate gratification that they will not only want to stay and grow and learn, but also they have the money to build their business as well. Okay, so I'm going to get started in about 1 minute exactly. Let's get started around about 5:01. I want to thank everybody for being here. Hi, Isha Hartwell and Charles Flack. Thank you guys for joining. Just going over some information really, really quick in about 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. We're going to get started and we won't be long about it, okay? So I hope everybody is having a great day. I'm having an excellent day. It's been a busy day, and I'm so happy to have so many testimonials that we're getting, and the testimonies are coming in. And if you want, Debbie, I am doing great. Good afternoon, Debbie. Doing great today, man. Doing excellent. So happy to be over these allergies. I'm happy about that. Thank God for that, guys. So I'm doing great. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's go ahead and get to the point, because I'm so excited about the information I'm going to share and help you to build your business, to help people to understand the tax advantages of owning a business. And it really pays to have a home-based business. A lot of people do not know me. My name is Jean Marlo Davis. I own a tax, finance, and wealth creation company. The company is TIFIS LLC, the Institute of Financial Freedom and Investment Solutions. Our company, in a nutshell, show you how to lower your taxes, increase your finances, and build generational wealth. Now, what you need to understand is that with that, my company is over 15 years old. I've had over 20 years tax experience. I worked for the Internal Revenue Service for several years. I was an auditor, one of the youngest auditors out there. And guys, my responsibility for working with the IRS before I left was examining and auditing taxpayers. That was my responsibility. Before I left the Internal Revenue Service, I was operating in that capacity. And so, what I want to talk to you today about is why you absolutely positively do not want to quit your home-based business. You want to make sure, guys, that you stay in your home-based business and you grow. But I want you to understand there's two things that you need to understand. There's a difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. That's two different things. Tax evasion, you're doing something illegal. You're trying to get away from paying taxes and things of that nature, and you're doing it illegal. Tax avoidance is that you're doing it legally, ethically, and morally sound. It is your right by the Internal Revenue Service standards to pay the lowest tax acceptable by law. It is your right to do that. Most people don't understand it. There's no such thing as this a gray area. It's going to raise a flag, this, that, and the other. No, if I legally, ethically, and morally have the proper documentation, I went into business with the attempt to make income, to earn income. Now I qualify for hundreds of tax deductions. What get a lot of people in trouble is that they do not keep proper and accurate records. That's the problem. When a lot of people get audited, they have not been keeping records, guys. So I don't want you. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Marquita. I think it's Marquita. Hi, Rocky. Welcome, welcome. I don't want you to be confused. You know, a lot of people, they get scared, they get nervous. Oh my God, I'm so afraid of the IRS. Well, no need to fear the IRS. Just put on your audit proof vest. And I'm going to help you with that. Okay. I'm going to help you with that. Now, first of all, I tell people the beautiful thing about being in business, guys, the first thing that you need to understand that I went into business to make a profit. That's the number one thing. If you're ever asked, why did you go into business? I went into business to make a profit. Okay, that is the main point. Now, and only then, now, because I went in business to make a profit, or the IRS like to call it materially participating in the operation of my home-based business, now and then, only then, do I qualify for hundreds of tax deductions. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing about this, guys, is I get to write off things that I'm already doing. I get to write off a portion of my rent or mortgage, my square footage of my office. I get to write that off versus the square footage of my home. I get to write off a portion of my lease or mortgage, my utilities, guys. I get to write off my cell phone, my internet. I get to write off my travel. I get to write off my meals as a form of entertainment. I got so many different deductions that I get to write off by building my home-based business. So everybody got that. You understand that? Now, I want to be real honest, because a lot of people, they will not tell the truth about this, but I know about it because I've been a part of it. A lot of people in direct sales, guys, a lot of them don't even make $500 a month. I'm just going to be real honest. A lot of people that's in direct sales or network marketing, internet marketing, a lot of places, and it's all based on your activity. We can argue the point. We can say, well, they're not putting enough activity in it. They don't have a high center of influence, whatever the case may be. Okay, we'll give it that. How can I help my new recruit, my new business owner? How can I help them to have immediate gratification, which is legally, ethically, and morally sound, guys? I can help them by helping them understand how to give themselves an immediate increase in their paycheck by having a home-based business. Now you say, Ms. Davis, how in the world can I do this? I want to read something to you guys that I brought some testimonials with me today, because I wanted to go over some testimonies of people who have actually been a part of our Give Yourself a Raise program, and basically took that program, was able to put more money in their pocket. Because here's what you need to understand. You are not the expert. I am. You can't give tax advice. I can. You understand? You give tax advice and they say that you gave the advice and you gave it wrong. You're held responsible for that. You understand that? I can give tax advice. That is what I do. I've been trained by the IRS, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. What you have to make sure, guys, that you do, don't stand up in front of a conference room. Don't stand in front of your presentation and start giving a dissertation about all the different things you can write off, and all you got to do is do this and that. Be very careful of that. You want to make sure that when you're standing up doing a presentation, whatever, and you say, you know what, I do know that if you use the terminology legally, ethically, and morally, strive to build your home-based business, you could qualify, guys, for hundreds of tax deductions. You need to see your CPA or your tax advisor for the information. That's what you want to do to protect yourself. Don't be up there trying to give tax advice and seem like you understand what you're doing. Leave that to the experts like myself that get paid to do that and to protect you as well. Okay, so one of the things that we have is this Give Yourself a Raise program that we created that basically go over the most common tax deductions that you qualify for. We cover the Schedule A, we cover the 1040, we cover the Schedule C, and then we show you we also go over that W-4. How many people know how to properly fill out that W-4 when they get hired on a job? Not too many people. So what we do is we also go over the W-4 and we show you, if you did not have a business, how much money is coming out of your paycheck on a weekly to bi-weekly or monthly basis, versus if you do have a business and you're working that business, I'm going to keep saying it, legally, ethically, and morally correct, how you can give yourself an extra $300, $400, $500 or more a month. Now, I want to read something to you that I received from a customer by the name of Jay Muhammad. They said, Gene Davis is truly a blessing. The Give Yourself a Raise program has not only helped me to understand the tax laws, but it gave me an extra $500 a month. I want you to write that down, $500 a month, because I'm going to talk about that. I'm a school teacher and I'm the only one working in my house. I heard Jean on a radio program and she was really giving some vital information over the air. I called her and explained my situation to her and she scheduled a consultation with me. Let me just say that the knowledge she has is awesome. I usually owe every tax year, but last year after working my home-based business, what was she doing? Working it, not passively, not as a hobby. She was working it and understanding my deductions. She said, I received a refund of $3,500. That's including the $500 a month increase I receive every month. Listen to this, guys. That's a total of $9,500 extra she was able to put in her pocket. You would be crazy not to listen to this lady. She gives true tax advantages, and it doesn't hurt that she was an auditor / examiner for the IRS. Well, thank you so much, Muhammad. Let me tell you something. I want to go back to what she said because I get excited about these testimonies, guys. You just don't understand. Knowledge is power. But I would like to even venture further than that and say applied knowledge is power. Applied knowledge. Because you can have knowledge all dang day, but if you don't do anything with it, Rocky, you don't do anything with it, Christopher, you don't do anything with it, Rika, you don't do anything with it, Debbie, it's just knowledge. You sound like a quotologist. You just quoting stuff. What we want you to do is have applied knowledge. So she said she gave herself an extra $500 a month, okay, which if you do that in 12 months, that's what, $6,000, right? And then she said she got an extra $3,500. Hi, Rika. She got an extra $3,500 or refund on top of the money. Now, listen to this. This is what's so awesome. She didn't say how much she made in her home-based business. She didn't say that. See, what I want you to understand, you build your business on the norm, not the exception of the rule. You can't go by the exception of the rule because you're going to have some people that's just out there, that's just go-getters. They got strong set of influences. They understand how to build a business online. They understand how to build a business, Billy and network marketing, things of that nature. But what about the people who are sitting in your audience today? What about the people who are in your organization? What about the people who look up to you? Okay. And they are not making any money in their home-based business, but they're going to every event. They're getting on every conference call. They're making sure they're plugged in, and you don't see their income going up. You have a huge responsibility to help your team. And knowledge is power. You don't have to do it yourself. You can contact me. I've been flying all over, guys, working with different network marketing teams, internet marketing. I just did a conference in Arizona not too long ago. Guys going to Las Vegas, going to California. We go. We call, we go. I just been, a proposal came my way for me to go back to Arizona to teach on this. And they want me, I'm coming. So the thing about it is, if you can help your organization, your team, you can help them to understand why they absolutely positively do not want to quit their business. And you can help them just by them going to the meetings and materially participating. Participating means that they're on their auto ship every month, okay? If you're not on your auto ship or you don't have customers, you're not in business. I'm just going to tell you the truth. The IRS is going to look at, where's your customer list? Who are you trying to prospect? They don't even ask you, where's your prospect list? And if you don't have one, then they're looking at you playing games. You're running a hobby. That's something that you're just doing every now and again. You don't want to be caught like that. What you want to do is you want to keep your list. You want to keep your cards. You want to build your list. You want to build it long and strong. You want to do all of that, guys, but you also want to make sure that you document your expenses. And now, legally, ethically, and morally, if I'm working a job full-time or part-time, or if I'm working a business full-time or part-time, guys, I can adjust my W-4 and give myself an extra $300, $400, $500 or more a month in my paycheck. This is compliments of the Internal Revenue Service. And a lot of people do not, hi Felicia, a lot of people do not understand how to fill out that W-4. And so we teach you how to do that with this Give Yourself a Raise webinar. I'm telling you right now, this is what this webinar does, and it's going to break it down for you. Let me read another one that is so awesome. Reading some testimonies today because I like to come out with the facts. I attended a financial seminar where Jean was teaching on taxes, finance, and real estate. She went over the tax laws. She showed us the publications from the IRS and explained to us how to build a successful business and how to give yourself a raise in your paycheck without going to your boss. I just want to say thanks, Jean. You helped me to lower my taxes, get out of debt, and build my business. She said, I always owe, listen to this, I always owe every tax year. But last year I received a $5,200 refund. Now results may vary because I don't know your tax situation. I'm just reading her testimony. Her program works. She shows you, and she put it in quotation because I've said it so many times, legally, ethically, and morally, how to give yourself a raise in your paycheck without going to your boss. She showed me, and I get an extra $600 every 2 weeks on top of the $5,200 I got for a refund. Miss Davis, thank you. And that's from V Tate. Thank you so much, Miss Tate. Let me tell you guys, if you know me and I'm your friend, and you understand that I'm an ex-IRS auditor and you're building a business and you don't have me before your team, you don't have me doing a tax training for your team, you don't have me doing a conference call for your team, shame on you. Do you really want your team to win? See, here's the thing. People will say all day, every day, you know, I'm a leader. Well, who's following you? And if you're a leader, you have a huge responsibility to help your team to win because you know everybody's not peaking 2, 3, 4, 5 people a day. Let's tell the truth. They're not doing it. They're not peaking a lot of people. They may not have a huge center of influence. Maybe they're brand new in this home-based business arena. Majority of your people and those who are professional in direct sales will know majority of your people are going to be people who work a job. Majority of your people are going to be part-timers. Am I right or am I right? I believe that I am right. Majority of your people are going to be part-timers. With you knowing that, why not show them right now, not tomorrow, but show them right now how they can legally, ethically, and morally give themselves a raise in their paycheck without going to their boss. Show them how to get themselves an extra $300, $400, $500 or more a month in their paycheck, guys. They're going to thank you for it. She said, Rika said, I didn't know you were. I need to set something up so you speak to my team. And hey, Rika, just inbox me your number and I'll call you. I've been doing this for years. I worked with Mr. Danny Glover. I was on Good Day Atlanta. I was on Good Morning America. I've been featured on countless radio shows, TV shows. My background is with taxes and finance. I have a business degree, guys. This is what I do for a living. Our company, TIFF, has been around for over 15 years, guys. Have over 20 years tax experience. This is what I love to do. No, I'm not in VA, but I will come to VA if you pay. How about that, Rika? So what you have to understand is, guys, when you have a business, you're walking with power. You have power in your hand. You can really, really help somebody become financially free. Because what if I show you what if I show you how to build a home-based business, right? How to get the extra money in your paycheck, that's the tax savings, and be able to eradicate debt and create wealth at the same time. What if I can show you how to do that? Isn't that what it's about? Because check this out. Again, I'm going to keep saying it again. Everybody is not going to become a multi-millionaire in their home-based business industry. Some will, some won't. What we say, so what next? That's what y'all say, right? So some will, some won't. But to those who won't, but those who say, you know what, there's multiple strategies to get there. It's not just one way paved for you to get to financial success. No, it's not. I walked away from corporate America over 15 years ago, have not had to work a job. I have time freedom and money freedom by God's grace and permission, because I decided to win in the skin that I'm in. And I understood quickly. That's why I said I got to get back to what I'm so gosh darn great at, is educating you guys about these taxes, about finances. I noticed stuff like the back of my hand. And so what I want you to understand is that when you hear somebody say, if they had an extra $200 a month, they had an extra $500 a month, you know, if I just had that extra five, maybe they wouldn't have repoed my car. Maybe they wouldn't have, you know, put a tax lien on my property. Maybe if I just understood, you know, how to create wealth, you know, because, you know, I'm building up my center of influence. I maybe don't know everybody. Maybe I'm not popular. Maybe, you know, I was hanging with the wrong people. But with personal development now, I'm learning to change the environment that I'm in. I'm learning how to attract people. And so that's taking time. But you're telling me right now, from me working my business, whether it's full-time or part-time, and I'm working a job, whether it's full-time or part-time, you mean to tell me I can start with tax savings immediately when I sign that application with that new distributor? You're absolutely right. You absolutely right. And that's what we want. We want to help you to understand that you want to have someone like myself that will teach and train your team on the tax advantages of owning a business, how to keep proper documentation, what to do if they're ever audited by the IRS, how to protect themselves in an audit. Should I be an S Corp? Should I be a C Corp? Should I be an LLC? Or should I stay a sole proprietorship? When should I change? See, you don't know all that. A lot of people, hi guys, hi Sandra. A lot of people don't know that. So don't try to stand up in front of a room and try to become a tax expert. That's not you. Show the plan. Show the plan. That's what you need to do. Show the plan. Show why your business is viable. Show how they can earn some income. And then send them to Gene Davis so I can educate them on the tax advantages of owning a business and why they should never quit. Hello, it just makes sense. I'm your partner in this game. I'm going to show and teach your people why they should never quit, but also I'm going to help your people to give themselves a raise in their paycheck by building their business. Now, let's read the next testimony. Like I said, I told y'all I was coming with the bullets today, man. I said, I'm bringing the testimonies today. Let's look at this lady right here now. Ooh, this is a big one. She said, I owed the IRS over $40,000 in taxes, and it was destroying my life. My friend introduced me to Jean, and let's say she saved me from financial stress. She amended my taxes for 3 years, and not only did I not owe the taxes, the IRS owed me $20,000. That's powerful. I tell everyone I know that Jean Davis and her company, Tiffis, is truly saving lives and educating people about taxes and finances. Guys, I will never, ever, ever quit my home-based business because I understand the tax advantages of owning a business. I will never lose Miss Davis' number. Love you, Jean, and thank you so much. And that's from Miss M. Brent. Guys, she said she owed the IRS over $40,000 in taxes. And when she came into our office, we educated her about the tax advantage of owning a business. She didn't understand. Look, she was in a business already. She was in a business already. Legitimately had her records. The girl had notebooks. Kind of remind me of Felicia Paul walking around. Where she had notebooks of paperwork. She had the documentation. I sat down, went over the documentation, got her records in order. The IRS owed her $20,000. And on top of it, she said she got an extra $800 every 2 weeks in her paycheck. That's an extra $1,600 a month. Come on. These people are becoming financially free, man. I'm telling you right now, because they're understanding the tax advantages of owning a business. Guys, listen, if you don't understand the tax advantages of a business, then you want to make sure you register for the Give Yourself a Raise webinar. You want to make sure that you get your team to register for it. And if you're the leader and you're working a job, you need to do it first. You need to be able to do it, because what we're looking for, this is what, if you say, what you want, what you get out of this, Miss Davis, besides the nominal fee that it costs to register, listen, I need your testimony. I want a Bible full of testimonies, because we want to tell the stories of lives transformed. That's what we want to do. People talk so bad about a home-based business. Like, is it a scheme or a scam? Or no, your job is a scam by itself. It's a scam, I'd say. You understand? Over withholding is nothing more than an interest-free loan for the government. That's what it is. But if you go get a loan, you got to qualify for it, and you're going to pay interest on it. Come on. Come on, let's get knowledge. Stop. When somebody comes to you with an opportunity, stop that scam stuff. That's just showing ignorance. It really is showing ignorance and fear. That's what it's showing. It's showing ignorance and fear. These people understand that you need a business. Look, 85% of U.S. Congress have a home-based business. Oprah Winfrey, home-based business. Donald Trump had a home-based business. Susie Orman has a home-based business. Guys, are you not understanding? Because even if I have a traditional business, that traditional business, those deductions have to be ordinary and necessary to that business, and I might be limited. But when I have a home-based business, get this, most of these home-based business guys, you are what? Licensed to do business in 50 states as well as other countries. So now you could go from Alaska to Nebraska and beyond and build your business. Where is the limitations on the deductions? There aren't any. Because my purpose is to build my business. If I'm not talking to someone, hey, the IRS understand that I can't build my business. So when I go out to meet someone, I leave my home, I stop at the gas station, I talk to Ray and Bebe, and if Shanae want to come around the corner, I talk to her too. You know, now from the gas station, driving to my job, driving to my home base office, whatever, become a tax deduction for me. The first stop will always be personal, because that's how the IRS look at it. But then the second stop, me leaving after I peak interest, now becomes a tax deduction. If I'm sitting down at the restaurant having lunch by my own self, and I'm like, how can I make this deductible legally, ethically, and morally? I'm going to talk to a couple of people in there, get their names, get their business cards. And now this meal is compliments of the Internal Revenue Service. You understand? You got to know the game. You got to understand, guys, that you have power in your hand. But the most important thing that I feel, that you have a huge responsibility if you are building a team, to be able to help your team. You know, come on, be honest. You know, everybody is not doing what you teach up there on the board. When you're telling them to jump on conference calls, they're not jumping on every conference call. A lot of people are not going out there peeking people interest. You even got the internet now. You can peek interest online. A lot of people don't do that, because I understand. Because when you come home from work, it takes a true disciplined soul to say from 7 to 9, these prime time hours, I'm going to be peaking interest. I'm going to be marketing online. I'm going to do this, because a lot of people, when they come home, it's so routine. They got to get home. They got to eat, take care of the bath, do homework, do all this. I know, because I built a successful business, predominantly being a single mom with 4 kids. So I understand the struggle. I understand, but I also overstand that I could not be broke. I knew that now. I knew I refuse to be broke now. I refuse to be broken and broke. So I decided what I was going to do a long time ago. So I understood that I had to be disciplined. You understand? And so what you have to do, you have to understand people, especially, let's say I remember meeting people, guys, that go to every event. You see they're there. They getting the products every month. They're jumping on the conference calls every month. And then you look and you see they're not making a lot of money. And you say to yourself, oh man, you know, what can I do as a leader to help them? Well, I remember meeting this lady by the name of Jean Marlo Davis that said that if these people work in a job and they're working this business, they can get themselves a raise in their paycheck. They could get themselves an extra $300 to $500 or more a month. Let me see if I can find the testimony of this police officer. Let me see if I can get that guy. I'm trying to get all the testimonies that I can get to share with you guys. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find this testimony. I have people, listen, I have people always send me testimonies, and I pull some out and I put them in my book as well as I put them online. I like to read it verbatim because I want to show you how serious this is and how so many people are truly becoming financially free. Where is this thing at? How they're truly becoming financially free. I have to see if I can find it. I'll find it in a minute. How people are truly becoming financially free, guys, from understanding the tax advantages. My name is Jean, Jean Marlo, Marlo Davis. Jean, like blue jean. That's how you spell that. Let me see right quick, guys. I got to share these testimonies. Let me see if I know that I pulled one of the books out, but those three popped up immediately. Hold on one second. Hey. Yeah. Ha. Here we go. Let's read another one of these testimonies. Here you go. This one right here. He said, and I'm gonna read two, but I read this one and make my point, and then we'll close it out. He said, I'm a single man working in Georgia as a police officer. I was paying a lot of taxes because I'm in the highest tax bracket and I lose a lot of money. Now, he was some kind of detective, guys. He was, kind of detective. He didn't want to give me all the information. He said, I met Jean one day in the grocery store and she overheard me saying I was going to get a part-time job in addition to the job I was already working because of back taxes. She apologized for butting in, but she asked me, what would it be worth to me if she could show me how to get a raise in my paycheck without raising my paycheck and not get a part-time job? I told her $500. Okay. She showed me, let me make sure. Okay. She laughed and scheduled a consultation with me to discuss her program. At the consultation, she went over the tax advantages of owning a business. Okay. And she adjusted my W-4 after signing up in a home-based business, okay? She made sure, y'all need to make sure y'all let me know who you are. Send people your way because they need a home-based business. She made sure I asked my home HR department, when would it take effect? I called her and told her it would affect my paycheck coming up. To my surprise, once I received my check, I called Ms. Davis asking her who money was this? And I remember this. He was screaming, oh my God, who money is this? Who money is this? I told her I received an extra $800 in my check. I was in total shock. I couldn't believe it. Gene program is a total blessing. It has really opened my eyes to the advantages of having a business. Of course, I went into business to make money. He made sure he said that. I went into business to make money, but the tax advantages is hilarious and outrageous. I can truly build my business. Thank you so much, Jean, for everything. That's from Mr. K. Alderman. Guys, listen, my son. Guys, I said, wow, this man got an extra, what's that, $1,600. Now, I want to show you, that's not everybody. Everybody's not going to get that. Some people might get an extra 300. Some might get an extra 200. Some might get an extra 400 or 500. But this guy got an extra $1,600. Okay. He's not talking about how much money he made. Let me delete this thing out. He's not talking about how much he made, guys, in his business. He's talking about just the tax advantages alone. From him working his business, he was able to give himself an extra $1,600 a month. I think, is that correct? Yeah, I think that's correct. Let me do this math again because I want to make sure. Yeah, okay. So he was able to give himself an extra Lionel. He was able to give himself extra $1,600 a month. Sandra, you heard that? Rika, you heard that? Brianna, you heard that, an extra $1,600 a month in his paycheck. We're not talking about how much money he made from his home-based business. We're just talking about understanding the tax advantages of his business. He was able to give himself an extra $1,600 a month. Guys, that's an extra $19,200 a month. I want to ask you right now, how many people a year, $19,200 in extra tax savings a year that he has been able to give himself? That's, please, an extra almost $20,000 a year. What can you do with that money? You can learn how to get out of debt, guys. And he's taking this extra money now and eradicating debt, building up his home-based business at the same time. This man said he was able to get an extra $1,600 a month from understanding the tax advantages of owning a business. Why would you quit your business? That's crazy as hell. I wouldn't do it. I don't care. I don't care who I like. I don't care if I like the up line, down line, side line. Who cares? He's getting the tax advantages of his business, and he's now having extra $19,000, this guy said, $200 a year. Now, I want you to be honest. Hey, Troy, I want you to be honest. How many people in your organization will make $20,000 this year? But a year's almost gone. How many people you think have even got close to $10,000 this year in the business? Okay. I'm not talking about the super duper stars. I'm not talking about the ones that's paying for the hotel. We know they're getting paid, right? Because if you're paying for the hotel, you're making the money, supposedly. Okay, that's another story. Okay, anyway, so I'm asking you, how many people you know that is getting himself an extra $1,600 a month? Come on. This guy said he was going to go get a part-time job because he had some tax issues, which we eradicated the tax issues. But he was going to go out there and get himself an extra. He's going to go out here and give himself a part-time job, guys. And still, he was going to have to pay FICA, federal withholdings, state taxes. He was going to still have to do this. But guys, because of the Give Yourself a Raise program that we created, he was able to adjust his W-4, because we show you after the webinar, you're able to take a new W-4, turn it in immediately to Human Resources, find out when it affects your check, and give your money. But I want to make this disclaimer now. If you know you're not going to build your business, don't even adjust your W-4. If you know you're not going to build your business, you know you're not going to be on your auto ship, you know you're not going to show up, then you might as well just say thank you. Because I don't want people out here doing illegal stuff. It only becomes legally, ethically, and morally sound when you materially participate in the operation of your business, meaning that you're on your auto ship, meaning that you're prospecting, meaning that you're building your business. Now I'm working my job and I can adjust my W-4 and I can tell Uncle Sam, hold up, swole up, because it's not really Uncle Sam taking the money. It's your job that's taking the money out your paycheck when you fill out that W-4. You're telling them how much to take out. But over withholding is nothing more than an interest-free loan to the government, guys. And so I believe if you had an extra $500 a month, couldn't that help you build your business? Couldn't that help eradicate some debt? I'm not talking about going out here getting some new doodads, going to get you some red bottoms. I'm not talking about that craziness. I'm talking about now taking this education and begin to increase your financial wherewithal and begin to grow your business, work on your personal development, guys, invest in yourself and become wealthy. You can do it over time. What if I have a nonprofit organization already and we are fully operational? Lionel, what I'm talking about right now is, and thank you so much for joining us. What I'm talking about right now is not more so the nonprofit organizations. I'm talking about a person who pretty much is working a job and building a business at the same time, whether it's home-based business, whether it is, internet business. I really want to speak directly to them because here's the thing. I have been in front of the room and people have came to me after I've done a seminar. They came to me and they were crying because after we adjusted that W-4 legally, ethically, and morally, we adjusted the W-4. They was able to get themselves this extra money and they were so shocked. And what I want you to do is also, please do not hit me up and ask me about refunds. because you're not even getting back all the money that the Internal Revenue Service took from you. A refund is just change left over. What we want to do is change your mind. We want to educate you about your money and what you can do to begin to grow your money and get out of debt. Remember, we are a tax, finance, and wealth creation company. We work together with home-based business owners. That's why I work with Fran Tarkenton, my friend. I work with Danny Glover. I work with Stormy Wellington. I work with Damon Crump. I work with Edward Hartley. I work with so many different leaders. I work with so many. I could just name drop all day long of the different strong leaders that we work with. But guys, listen, it's time for us to help those people in the organization that may not be making in the comma club, if you will. But by them building their business, maybe they could get in the comma club and get this extra money back and start putting in their business. Okay, so what do you say? You're doing? Oh, we don't do no trying. Trying is a failure word, Lionel. Get rid of that word. We don't try. We just do. What our goal is, we want to show you legally, ethically, and morally, with you building your home-based business and you working your job, how you leaving all this money on the table by not even understanding how to properly fill out that W-4, and how now, because you're building your business, you can get this extra tax savings. And then also too, we want to educate you that no problem, Lionel. I want you to kill that word trying. Trying is of the devil. We don't try. We do. Okay. So, so the thing that we want to help people to understand that you got more than enough. Some of you guys, I know I've been there. I can speak from it. Some of you guys, you get lost in the sauce and you forget, why am I actually here? We're not trying to be brand loyal. Just brand loyal. We want to get paid, okay? We want to earn money in our sleep. We tell people they can do these things. So what are we doing as leaders to educate them, not just lead them to the masses and you can depend on a auto ship and you trying to get a certain rank? That's all good, but imagine the retention. Imagine the retention in your organization if you can show somebody how to get an extra $500 a month. And the only reason why they was able to do it is because they changed tax codes. Because that's what you got to understand. There's only 2 tax codes in America. You're either on the personal side or the commercial side. If you're on the personal side, guys, you're working a job, you're losing 7.65% FICA. That's the social insecurity neither you or I will ever see. 15 to 35% federal withholdings, depending on which state, 6 to 9%. So you're losing a third of your income to taxes. But when you have a business, guys, you don't have to worry about those taxes coming out. You're not losing a third of those in taxes. You qualify for hundreds of tax deductions. And now if I work my job and my business, now the magic happened, like those telling boom, it happens because now I can adjust my W-4 and go back and get some of that third that was coming out. I can now get this extra money and begin to get out of debt and create wealth at the same time. Hi, my honey bunches. My husband is on. Hi, baby. You can give yourself that extra money and begin to eradicate debt. So remember, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking to the other guy right now. I'm not talking about to the person that's rolling in dough. I'm not talking to the person who pretty much, is paying for the hotel room. Unless you really want your team to win, then you need to give Gene Davis a call to educate your team on the tax advantages of owning a business. If I get contracted out by multi-millionaire, that's why I have so much respect for Fran Tarkenton. I have so much respect for Mr. Floyd Holman. Even I remember Stormy Wellington hired me to come in one time to do a training for an organization. Those are people who care, man. Those are people who care. I don't care what nobody say. When somebody will look at their organization and say, now I got some leaders over here, they killing it, they're earning some serious income, but I got some people over here, they're plugged in. They're coming to every meeting. Okay, they're going to every event. When I call a conference call, they're jumping on a conference call. They're believing like never before, but they still not even making $200 a month. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm telling you right now, you can legally by helping them to get themselves a raise in their paycheck. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me read this last testimony and then I'm going to close it on out. I got testimony for days. I got pages of testimonies. Yes, I love to sing. So let's read this one right here. I want to make sure I ain't reading the same one. Can I take a little swig? Let me get a little swig, guys. Okay. I want to thank Jean Davis with Tiffis for being a total blessing for me and my family. I'm glad I ended with this one. Before using Jean's program, my husband was losing $300 to $400 a month from his paycheck working as a construction worker. I'm a stay-at-home mom working my business, and it made it hard for us to keep our case auto. Oh, wow. What? Okay. Y'all. Okay, leaders, y'all listening? Okay, let me back up. She said, I'm a stay-at-home mom working my business, and it made it hard for us to keep our case auto-ship every month. By utilizing the program and gaining understanding, we are aware of the tax advantage of our business. My husband received an immediate $400 in his paycheck from the adjusted W-4, and he received this on a monthly basis. I'm able to stay on my case auto-ship. Did you hear that? She's able to stay on her auto-ship. I want to thank Ms. Davis for this wonderful program that is not only giving us the increase, but a solution, but a solution that allows us to keep our case auto-ship every month and build our business. Thanks, Jean, Mr. and Miss Jackman. Listen, come on. Some of y'all, you're trying to get to new levels in your business. You got to help your people. It ain't that people, what happens is this, what people start doing is they start looking at case auto-ship like it's a bill, because they're looking at, oh man, how much money am I making in this thing? And they're striving to stay plugged in, and they're striving to continue to believe. And all they see is this money coming out of they debit card, their account every month. And then they're looking at the bills that's got to be paid. And they're looking at, it's a new event coming up. Oh, okay. So I got to go to this new event. Oh, okay. And then I got to buy my tickets. Oh, okay. And I got to get my hotel room. Oh, okay. And then there's going to be a new promotion at that event. Oh, okay. So I want to get that. Okay. And they're going to be talking about the next event coming up. Oh, okay. I want you to think about this. And don't start giving me the cockamamie BB that, they just need to be plugged in. They need to do it. Yes, they do. They need to build their business. Absolutely. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We know this. But what are you supposed to be doing? Aren't you a leader? Aren't you a leader? If you're watching this and you believe that, hey, people really want to win, you should be sharing this with your downline. You should be sharing this with your organization. You should tell them, listen, you qualify for hundreds of tax deductions. I see you, Toy, you're plugging in every day. I see you, Deborah, coming to the meetings. I see you, Tony, showing up. I see you, Bruce, on the conference calls. I see you coming to every event. And I see that you're on the auto ship. But I want to help you. I see you work a job, and I know you building this business part-time. Did you know that legally, ethically, and morally, by you building this business part-time, you can adjust your W-4 and give yourself an extra $300 to $500 a month, regardless if you make any money in this business? Do you know, T, the mere fact that you signed up in this business, you were able to switch codes from just being a job to now the commercial tax code that states now that you qualify for over 400 tax deductions? Did you know that? Well, I know you didn't know it. And so that's why I want you to win in the skin you're in. And I'm going to show you how you could give yourself a raise in your paycheck. I want to introduce you to Miss Davis. Miss Davis is an ex-IRS auditor. She has over 20 years tax and financial experience. Guys, she's been featured on Good Day Atlanta, Good Morning America, worked with stars like Danny Glover, Fran Tarkenton. She's worked with a lot of people, trained a lot of organizations. And all you got to do is register for the webinar. And guess what? It's a 100% tax deduction. And it's going to, what I need you to do, and you need, this one I'm trying to say, and please Please give me the testimonies, but you need to also get the testimonies. I want you to have a challenge of how many testimonies can you get, because you want to ask that person. Now, when you take this webinar and you adjust your W-4 and you turn that W-4 in to human resources, can you let me know how much extra money? Oh, I'm getting the chills now. Okay, I'm getting excited. Can you let me know how much extra money you get in a month? Now imagine this. Okay. Imagine you're doing a presentation in front of the room and you're talking about the business. And imagine how much value it would give you if you say, how many of you guys came in this business, you signed up for it with the intent to make a profit, in case there's some secret agents in there, okay, with the intent to make a profit, and you was able to give yourself a raise in your paycheck. First of all, everybody in the audience is going to be looking like this. They're going to be looking around, and imagine if you had several people to raise their hand, and you pick 3 or 4 on and you pick 3 or 4. So I'm getting excited. You pick 3 or 4 people to come up and tell them they got a minute or less. State your name, where you from, how long you been in the business, and when did you give yourself a raise? Boom. How much extra did you get? Boom. Next. And all you got to do is make the disclaimer that results might vary based on your economic background for your job or whatever, based on, however you want to clear, but the results might vary. That way you cover yourself, right? But you make sure that you say over and over again that this is before you earned a dime in the business, right? Okay. How much this is before you earned a dime in the business, right? Do you understand recruitment's going to go up? Retention is going to be there. You're going to be able to replicate. Guys, because more and more people are going to be like, how do I give myself a raise? I want to be able to give myself a raise. What you talking about? You got an extra what? How did you do that? I was able to sign up for this webinar, man. I was able to get myself to give yourself a raise program. I mean, that's what Fran Talkington, he understood. That's why he had me to come on, do the Breakfast with Fran and talk about how people could get themselves a raise, how they can properly document. Stormy Wellington, she understood it. You understand? I can name so many other people. Danny Glover understood it. I can name Damon Crump understood it. He used to have me on his conference calls all the time, educating people about this, guys. My mentor, may he rest in peace, he understood it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what your responsibility is. As my husband said, a hint, hint, clue, clue. So if you ask myself, Ms. Davis, how can I participate in the Give Yourself a Raise program? What I would say, and I ask nobody on this, not here, do not post any links. If you are a member affiliate of our company, you can use the video and you can put on there, please contact me for more information and do your link, but don't put your link here because it will be deleted. Don't use this for that. You can share the video and tell somebody to contact you for more information. But if you heard this from myself, Ms. Davis, then what I want you to do is I want you to type more info in the comments below. Type more info in the comments below. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you the link that is, I think it's like maybe 45 minutes, that explains to your new recruit or your recruit that's already in there, your new business partner. It's going to explain to them the most common tax deductions that they qualify for. It's going to explain to them why they absolutely positively don't want to quit their business. It's going to teach them the 2 tax codes, the personal versus the commercial. And then it's going to go over to 1040. It's going to go over to Schedule A, to Schedule C. And lastly, it's going to go over the W-4, and it's going to show them with some of the most common tax deductions the most common deductions they already have right now, what they're doing already. They're already driving their car. They're already eating out. They're already using their phone. They already have internet. It's going to show them now, because they're building a business, how they can now take those deductions and now legally, ethically, and morally fill out page 2 of the W-4. Most people don't even understand. They don't even understand how to fill out page 1 of the W-4, let alone page 2. Page 2 is the sweet sheet, man. It is the sweet sheet. It's what you fill out that's going to give you the extra, that's going to allow you to adjust your W-4 and take your allowances up, not your exemptions. There's two different things from exemptions and allowances. That's a different class. I'm not going over that right now. But it's going to educate them on how to take their allowances up. They're going to turn that into the Human Resource Department, find out, okay, when it takes effect. And then what I ask you as a leader or whoever gets this program, what I ask you to do is to make sure that you send us a testimony. Come back, text us, let us know how much extra money that they got, because we have these testimonies. I have books of testimonies. I'm looking to get as many testimonies as I can because I want to help people. I'm in business. I'm always in business. And you right, Lionel, this is a great retention and recruit. Fran Tarkenton knew it. He was like, oh my God, that's why he had me come on every quarter. Every quarter I was in that man's office doing breakfast with Fran. I was hired to do this 100 city tour. It was called the Show Me the Money Tour with Danny Glover and Jack Zufeld, another one that I work with, and Ken Rothman is another leader that I work with. And they had me to come. So funny. They called me the closer because when I came in front of the room and I broke down the 2 tax codes and I showed people why they needed a business and why they needed to quit and how they can get themselves a raise, the people ran in the back of the room and signed up in the business. That's what you need. You got to think, how can I get Miss Davis in front of all the people I know? The next Super Saturday you need to have Miss Davis there. You need to have me to help your team so they can understand the tax advantages of owning a business and why they should never, ever, ever, ever quit. Because quitters are losers indeed. And you want to get your money. Don't leave any money on the table. No, makes sense. Because guys, that's where you already have all the money you need. Some of you guys just waiting. If I could just get to the next level, I get the next pen, I could get maybe an extra 500. Well, you can get an extra 500 right now. You can get an extra 500. And isn't it better? Because here's what I say. I want you to understand. And a leader understands this. Just like a mother. I'm a mother of 4. And I have 1 beautiful daughter and 3 amazing sons, handsome guys, just handsome, intelligent. So is my daughter, just beautiful and intelligent. Let me explain to you. Everybody's personality is different. Every child personality is different. I had to handle every child differently. I could not pair them against each other. And why don't you be more like this one or more like that one? Everybody's child is different. Every child is different. I had to talk to them at their level and meet them where they were. That's the same thing you got to do with your organization. Everybody's not going to be all up there at making all this money. Let's just be truthful. Let's be real. Everybody's not going to be there. But you as a leader must understand that maybe Susie, who rushed home, rushed from that job, hurry up to get there, to come to the business presentation, and she has 2 people in the room that night, but she got a young child she got to get home to, and she still haven't reached the next level. Help Susie out. Help her to put that extra money in her paycheck. Help her. Do you understand she can recruit more people by telling that story? People don't care about how much they care about how much you care, man. People don't care about how much money you got. They want to know how much money you have and other people get. That's what it's about. And when you understand that, your business is going to grow. More and more people want to be there because they're going to see you as a caring leader, not leading the sheep to slaughter. Some folks just leading these folks to slaughter, got them going from here, there, and everywhere. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that if you educate them about the tax advantages of a business. They don't have to do that. And if you don't know how to do it, hey, my name is Jean Marlo Davis, Ex-IRS Auditor, Tax and Financial Strategist. I am a wealth creator, and I want to help you create wealth. So guys, listen, hopefully this helped you. If you want the information, type more info below. I will send you the link for the give. I send you a private message on your page, because what I want to do is I want to keep this clean in case my ambassadors want to share this on their page. They can share their link, not on here, guys, but you can share your link in the on your, when you post, put your, hey, look, go here if you want to get registered, or also just follow suit. Like I say, tell everybody, inbox you, and then they share your link with them. That's how we're doing it. I want to keep this clear because I want to make sure that if you want to share this, if you're in a home-based business or whatever the case may be, you want to share this with your organization, you can do that. And I want to, guys, listen to this as I wrap this up. You have a responsibility to be successful. You have a responsibility to help people to win in the skin that they're in. I want you to think about those who are in business, those who are building an organization. You have a downline, you have an organization, you have members, you have teams, you have an affiliate program, whatever the case may be. I want you to know that it is not wrong to say that everybody that you pretty much enroll is going to be a multimillionaire. We can't even make any kind of statement like that. Everything is based upon the person's work ethic. It's also based upon, let's just get real, it's also based upon how well known they are. Okay, their center of influence. It is that. It's based upon that. You got a strong center of influence, and they got a strong center of influence. We all know this, called the Weeble Wobble effect, right? And so once you understand that, and you understand, especially when you sit down with someone and you may do their first meeting and you look at who their center of influence is, you as a leader should now be able to say, okay, so I see what I'm dealing with here. That's not to say the person is bad. It's just say the person got to grow. We understand that. Hi, Russell. That says the person got to grow. Now, what you want to do is you want to say, hey, listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can grow your business right now. I'm going to send that information to you, Rika, check your inbox when this is over. You can now say, okay, I'm going to show you how you can grow your business. First of all, I want to help you get an immediate increase in your paycheck. They'll be like, huh? How? Get an increase in my check? How do I do that? I'm going to have you to sign up for this webinar. Now, there is a fee for this webinar. You get to write it off in your taxes. It becomes a tax write-off for you. So make sure when you pay, you keep your receipt printed out, because that is a 100% tax write-off. I'm going to introduce you to my friend. I am now your friend. Okay, so I want to introduce you to my friend. My friend, she's an ex-IRS auditor, over 20 years tax and financial experience, man. She's already have time freedom and money freedom. This is what she does. She travels educating people about taxes, finance, and wealth creation. And so she has allowed me to share this information with you, only if you're interested, only if you're serious about building this business. Are you serious? And they say yes, then you give them that. Now, this is also a leadership test. It's a leadership test. If they don't sign up to get the raise and they don't adjust money that they're going to get, that they don't have to come out their own pocket for the auto ship. I mean, you're getting that. You imagine, okay, you didn't have the $500 before you signed up with it. Now you're getting an extra $500, $600, $700 a month or more. Don't take that and start getting into do that. Take that and invest in your business. It just makes sense. Okay, so that's what it's about. It's about educating them. And yes, people are going to do what they're going to do, but imagine, and you have to also put this disclaimer, and I do it so very well when I do the webinar too. Listen, if you're not going to work the business, you need to go back and readjust your W-4 and leave it as is, because this is only if you're going to work your business. You must work your business legally, ethically, and morally sound. You must materially participate in the operation of your business, meaning that you're on auto ship, meaning that you're in the business, meaning that you're prospecting, you're sharing the product and or service with others, and you have proof that you're keeping accurate records at the time you can recall it. That's what you're doing. And I'm going to educate them on that. I'm going to be doing conference calls with your group. You'll be able to get people on these live conference calls. Some of these conference calls are going to be free. I'll post it up here on Facebook so you can invite people to get on these conference calls. Why am I doing this? Hi, Janine. The reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because I have a huge responsibility to be successful and to help others be successful. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm on a mission to impact lives, to educate people about the truth of owning a business, to educate people about the truth of creating wealth, to get out of debt. Guys, and I'm talking about generational wealth. I'm talking about going out there building a legacy, a dynasty that our kids can be proud of what we have done. You understand? I want you to understand that you have a huge responsibility to be successful, and those who follow you, guys, listen, you have a responsibility towards them. Don't just be one of these so-called leaders that just go out here and recruit the masses but never feed them. Don't be one of those. Be someone who say, I understand that I have been given a huge responsibility and God has blessed me to have a great flock. And indeed, I'm going to feed the flock. Whether they sign up or not, I have done what I was called to do. And guys, I'm telling you, your territory will be expanded by making sure you're doing what you can. If you truly want a true financial revolution, you truly want a true financial evolution, help your people to get money in their paycheck. Help your people to grow. People are calling right now. Help your people to grow. Help them to learn. Help them to retain. Help them to invest. And most of all, help them, guys, to win in the skin that they're in. Now, listen, if you want to know how you can give yourself a raise in your paycheck, you want to know how you can adjust your W-4. How do I fill out that W-4? Some people do understand that W-4 has something to do with their paycheck because they'll go and put this number down, and then 6 months later they go and put 0 down because they're afraid the IRS is going to tax the heck out of them because they don't know what they're doing. Let's do this thing right. Let's do it right. You could do it right if you're in your business and you're serious about building your business. Guys, let's help you get this money, not now, but right now. What I want you to do is go ahead in the comments and type more info. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the link so you can go ahead and register for the webinar. And guys, listen, make sure, and this is what I would say. Don't let you be the only one that benefit from it. That's what I would say. Don't let you be the only one that benefit from it. My name is Jean Davis. I am a wealth creator. My goal is to help you to lower your taxes, increase your finances, and build generational wealth because it's my responsibility, it's my right, and therefore it's yours as well. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Guys, if you think this video was a great asset and you think it can help others, go ahead and like this video, but also share the video. And if you want more information, in the comment below, type more info, and I will be more than happy to help you get that extra money in your paycheck. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.